We've got a question from Hezekiah Simon, 3341. Hey, Michael, I'm 26 years old and I'm trying to build my writing career, building a website, building a social media and everything. And I have one finished short story and I'm writing a few to get my name out there in the world because I was advised to start off with short stories if I was brand new to the game. I'm writing a novel in the background as a long-term project. Are there certain steps I should take when entering the writing industry? All right, so Hezekiah, to be 26 and have your entire writing career in front of you. I actually published my first book when I was 25, so I can relate. I remember sitting in front of the blinking cursor at 2 a.m., banging my head against the desk, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life, all the existential problems that you have when you first start off as a writer. But I'll tell you this. You mentioned entering the writing industry. I think that the first most important thing you can do is to get a book out. So you're already doing a lot of great things, all right? So you're already building a website, you're got social media going, perfect, and you're writing short fiction, which is a fantastic way to polish your craft and work your way up to novels like I did as well. So I can see a lot of what I was doing in what you're doing now. But you can't do very much until you have a book. And publishing that first book is important, and I know that you will do what you need to do to get there. But before you publish that book, I actually think there's something incredibly important, and that's understanding book covers. It is one of the most important things you can do to, one, figure out the subgenre of your book. You're not writing just fantasy, for example. You might be writing urban fantasy or cozy fantasy. And then once you figure that out, then your attention should go to the cover. And it's important to understand that a cover is not a piece of art. It is a billboard. And everything on that billboard sends subconscious signals to readers as to where your book fits on the digital shelf and if it's for them. When done correctly, your book should repel just as many readers as it attracts. And I would focus a lot of my time getting that as right as I could get it, because there's nothing worse than publishing your first book, which is good advice, but to have an ugly baby cover. And that will just cut your book off at the kneecaps. And I can say that as somebody who had a lot of ugly baby covers, which I will throw on the screen. So spend time learning covers, learning what goes on covers in self-published books that are selling well in your genre. And I'm confident that you will publish your book in style, take those first steps on what I hope is a very long and satisfying career for you. So thanks, Hezekiah, for your question. If you have a self-publishing or writing question, feel free to ask in the comments, and you just might see it answered in the next video. Take care and happy writing.